First off tonight, corrections cuts bringing more job loss to an area already hit hard by unemployment. The state planning to close 8 prison facilities, including one in Muskegon. It will leave more people out of work in a community where unemployment is already over 14%. We have team coverage tonight, everything from the impact in Muskegon to the effects statewide. We begin with 24-hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia tonight.
The closure of this prison is certain to have an economic impact on this community, but what exactly will happen to the more than 1,300 prisoners incarcerated here? Their fate the same as all the roughly 4,600 prisoners in 8 affected facilities across the state. Those who have served their minimum sentence and have been determined safe to let out by the parole board will be paroled. All others will be transferred to other prisons. Muskegon County Undersheriff Daniel Stout is still concerned.
Most of these prisoners had to work very hard to get in prison. In other words, they were very antisocial.
Both he and the Muskegon mayor found out about the closure news today. The mayor heard it from us.
The state was not polite enough to let the local municipality know, I guess.
He shares the undersheriff's safety concern about the move designed to save the state $120 million. The Corrections Department points out the state's prison population has been declining, and that's expected to continue. A spokesman says the rate of at-risk parolees reoffending is down. Still, the prison's closure will eliminate 264 positions here in Muskegon. Some workers could go to vacant spots elsewhere in the corrections system. Others could use their seniority to bump less senior workers out of a job. At the end of the day, though, jobs will be lost here.
It certainly is a sad day for us here in Muskegon.
Union leaders have set up a meeting with state officials for this coming Tuesday to talk about exactly how workers will be affected. In Muskegon, Tony Tagliavia, 24-hour News 8.
There are actually 3 prisons in Muskegon. Only one is directly affected. However, corrections workers with lower seniority may be forced out of the other facilities in favor of workers with higher seniority, that from the closing prison. 24-hour News 8's political reporter Rick Alvin, of course, has been following the budget woes plaguing the state this year and in years past, and you're looking at this as just another symptom of a budget that's terribly out of balance.
Absolutely. Rick. It is a symptom, and some would suggest it's also part of the cause, because this is a pretty good-sized budget. Michigan's correction budget is about $2 billion, and that is all general fund money. What that means is that comes right out of your pocket. It's Michigan taxpayer money. Virtually none of it comes from the federal government. That's about 25% of the entire general fund, with the cost associated with housing prisoners in the state compared to other states really high, according to the Judiciary and Corrections Chairman Senator Alan Cropsey. Senate Fiscal estimates the cost of housing a prisoner in Michigan is about $32,500 a year. And Michigan also has a higher per capita prison population than many states. Number of prisoners combined with the cost to keep them in there, it is really difficult for the state of Michigan to keep up with the dollars and cents.
We know that closings are one component of tightening up the corrections budget. Are they looking at doing anything else?
Yeah, they've been looking at a lot of things. In fact, they have been able to effect some savings over the past several years, but a lot of that is actually eaten up by escalating costs. They're looking at a number of things that they might want to do. Get more prisoners on parole, but that has some real opponents out there, and you kind of have your battle lines drawn. Some people worry about putting offenders back into the community. Also, privatizing some positions. That goes from a few to a lot of positions, but as one senator told me, that really is a nuclear option that really would create a whole lot of problems, and politically it might not be possible to do. I mean, the bottom line is that it's a $2 billion budget. Some people think you can save several $100 million in there, but with the shrinking revenues that are coming into the state of Michigan and the idea that it isn't going to get much better, this is going to be an ongoing problem. This will not be the last time corrections has to be looked at.
They're left with little option at this point. All right. Thank you, Rick. Let's go back up.